In today's lesson, we're going to talk about how to calculate the area of a composite figure. And we're going to do so using rectangles. So just to recap, let's say if we have a rectangle with the length L and the width W, the area of that rectangle is length times width. So for instance, let's say we have a rectangle that's 5 inches long, 4 inches wide. The area is going to be 5 times 4, which is 20 square inches. So that's how we can calculate the area of a rectangle. But now let's apply that to the composite figure that we have on the screen. Now what we want to do is we want to break apart this figure into smaller rectangles. And one way in which we could do that is we can draw a line. So I'm going to draw a line here and separate it into two parts. So we'll call this rectangle 1 and this one rectangle 2. Now for rectangle 1, we could see that the area is, rectangle 1 has a length of 4 and a width of 6. So if we multiply length times width, 4 times 6, that will be 24 square centimeters. So that's the area of the first rectangle. Now for the second rectangle, we can see that it has a length of 11 and a width of 4. So 11 times 4, that's going to be 44. Now to get the total area of the composite figure, we simply need to add the two areas of the smaller rectangles. So it's 24 plus 44, and that's going to be 68 square centimeters. So that's the area of this composite figure. Now, it doesn't matter how you break up the composite figures into smaller parts, the answer will still be the same. So for instance, let me just undo what I did. Let's say if we decided to break it up this way. So the first rectangle on the left, we can see that it has a length of 4, a width of 10. 4 times 10, that's going to be 40 square centimeters. And then for the second rectangle, it has a length of 7, a width of 4. So 7 times 4 is 28. If we add up 40 and 28, we will still get the same answer, 68 square centimeters. So it really doesn't matter how you decide to break up the composite figure. Your answer should still be the same. Now, let's move on to our second example. This one is going to be a little bit harder than the previous one. So if you want to try this problem, feel free to pause the video and work on the example. So let's begin by breaking up this composite figure into smaller rectangles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line here and here. So we have 3 rectangles of which we need to calculate the area for. Now notice that this side is 9. That means this side here has to be 9 inches. So for the rectangle on the left, we have a length of 3, a width of 9. 3 times 9 is 27 square inches. Now for the rectangle on the right, we can see that we have a length of 4, a width of 9. 4 times 9 is 36. So this is 36 square inches. Now for the rectangle in the middle, we have a length of 5, but we don't know what the width is. Now if this part here is 9 inches and this is 6 inches, how long should this side be? Well, it's going to be the difference between 9 and 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. Since these two sides here, they have to be equal. So make sure you understand that. So I'm going to put the 3 inches here. So this is 3 plus 6, which adds up to 9. They have to be the same length. So now we could find the area of the middle rectangle. We have a length of 5 and a width of 3, so 3 times 5, that's going to be 15 square inches. So to get the total area, we're going to add up the individual values. So we have 27 plus 15 plus 36. So the answer is going to be 78 square inches. So that's how we can calculate the area of this particular composite figure. Now, for those of you who want to find other related content, feel free to check out the links in the description section below. So you can find it by clicking on more. And I have other videos like how to find the area of a trapezoid, a parallelogram, a rhombus, a kite, an equilateral triangle, and also how to find things like volume, surface area of a rectangular prism, a triangular prism, and other shapes. So feel free to take a look at this when you get a chance, for those of you who are interested in that. Now let's move on to our third example. Go ahead and take a minute and find the area of this composite figure. Now, before breaking it up to rectangles, what I like to do is find the missing side lengths. So let's focus on this part here. So that segment is 5 plus 6. That segment is 11 feet long if we were to add these two side lengths. And that should equal this segment here, which is also 11 feet. Now, this part is 8. So what is this part here, this unknown side length? It has to be the difference of 11 minus 8. So that has to be 3. So this is 3 feet. Now, how can we determine this side length here? So notice that this is 3, this is 7. So that gives us a total of 10. Now, this part over here is 4 units long, or rather 4 feet long. And this part should also be 10. They're the same. So 10 minus 4 will give us this portion, which is 6. So that's how you could find the missing side lengths. So if you want to, just to recap what we did quickly, to get this part, all we did was 5 plus 6, which is 11, minus 8, that gives us 3. Now for this part, it's 3 plus 7, which is 10, minus 4, and that gives us 6. So that's just a quick way that you could use to find the missing side length. So now let's break this up into smaller rectangles. So I'm going to put a line here and here. So the area for the bottom rectangle, we have a length of 4, a length of 8, and a width of 4. 8 times 4 is 32. So this is going to be 32 square feet. For the rectangle on top, we have a length of 6, a width of 3. 6 times 3 is 18. So we have 18 square feet. Now let's focus on the middle rectangle. So we need to find the length and the width of that rectangle. How can we do that? So notice that this side length is 8 feet and this part is 5. 8 minus 5 will give us the remaining part here, which is 3. So this is 3 feet, and I'm going to color code that. Now what can we do to find this side length? Notice that this part is 6 and this is 3. 6 minus 3 will give us this side length, which is also 3. So we have a length of 3, a width of 3. 3 times 3 is 9 square feet. So the total area is going to be 32 square feet plus 18 square feet plus 9. 32 plus 18 is 50. 50 plus 9 is 59. So the total area is 59 square feet. Now, let's move on to our next example. How can we find the area of this composite figure? Well, like before, let's find the missing side lengths. So this side is 4 and this side is 9. If we add 4 and 9, it will give us the length of this side, which is going to be 13. Now, notice that this is 15 and this part is 12. Using subtraction, we can get this side length, which is going to be 15 minus 12, and that's going to be 3. So this is 3 centimeters, and this side is 13 centimeters. So now we have everything that we need to find the area. So let's break this up into 2 rectangles. I'm going to put a line right here. So for the first rectangle, we have a length of 12 and a width of 13. So multiplying 12 by 13, that's 156 square centimeters. Now for the smaller rectangle on the right, we have a width of 9, a length of 3. So 3 times 9, that's going to be 27 and square centimeters. So the total area is going to be 156 square centimeters plus 27 square centimeters, which will give us a total of 183 square centimeters. So that's it for that example. That's basically it for this whole video. So now you know how to find the area of a composite figure using rectangles.